Hey guys, it's Nicole back with another video. Today I thought I would talk about the rumors that have been spreading. Now, these are not confirmed, but they are rumors of Hugh Jackman and Sutton Foster being involved romantically. So I looked this up. They have not confirmed it themselves. They have not come out and said that they are in a relationship. But there are rumors. Of course, who can trust these rumors? I don't know if I personally believe that they're actually in a relationship because I tend to like to let other people who are living their personal lives announce that to the rest of the world. But at the same time, you can't help but hear the rumors and then read about what's been going on around that alleged romance. So I kind of did a little bit of digging and, it looks as though that their involvement, not necessarily romantic, but their close, intimate relationship began around 2022 when they were doing The Music Man on Broadway together. And it seems as though that's when they first started to become very close, not necessarily romantically. And even I remember when that was being posted about all over Instagram when Hugh Jackman and both Sutton Foster were posting hey, we're doing Music Man, look at us. But lately, there have been rumors that they have been romantically linked for a while now. And the reason that's obviously problematic is because until recently, both of them were, as far as the world knew, happily married. Who knows what it's like in their intimate lives. But so I pulled up an article. It's an article, but it's US Weekly, okay? Well, however much you trust that site, that, is what it is. But we're going to use the US Weekly magazine to kind of discuss these rumors. Because again, they're just rumors. They haven't been confirmed. You can hope that it's true all you want, but no one has confirmed anything. There's just people claiming other people have said something. That means nothing, basically. So there have been some people kind of saying they have inside sources that they keep seeing Hugh at Sutton Foster's apartment building in New York, or, that kind of thing. And I don't know how much I trust that stuff, so who knows how real that is. But according to this article from US Weekly, it says, social media activities seem to confirm rumors of a secret romance between Jackman and Foster, who starred together in the 2022 Broadway revival of The Music Man. Jackman and his ex, her name is Deborah Lee Furness, in case anyone doesn't know. So Jackman and ex Furness announced their split in September 2023. So yes, this is after they did The Music Man together in 2022. Then Foster filed for divorce from screenwriter Ted Griffin on October 25th this past October. So obviously it's not looking great for Sutton Foster and Hugh Jackman because they both have now left their spouses. So it kind of seems like there's maybe a connection. Not necessarily that there is. But according to this article, again, who knows how true it is, sources confirm in the latest issue of Us Weekly that Jackman and Foster are currently together and that their friendship turned romantic during the show's 11-month run while they were married to other people. So, again, every time I read an article like these and I hear sources confirm, what are your sources? Please tell me your sources, because I don't know what that means. That could mean anything. you could say the wind was your source. Like, who was your source? So I don't know how much I trust it. But here are the facts for sure. Hugh Jackman and Deborah Lee Furness have separated. Sutton Foster and her now soon-to-be ex-husband, Ted Griffin, are now soon to be divorced. Those are the facts. Those are the only two things that are actually factual here, besides the fact that the two, Sutton Foster and Hugh Jackman, starred together in The Music Man. Those are the only facts here. Everything else is speculation, okay? But come on, we all hear about this stuff, so I figured I'd read it to you guys and put my thoughts in. So, according to this article, there was an instant connection. Jackman and Foster have run in the same Broadway circles for years. During a late-night appearance, Jackman revealed he'd watched everything she's done and joked that he'd seen Foster star in Thoroughly Modern Millie, another musical, when she was like 4 years old. Foster won a Tony for her performance in 2002 when she was 27. And Jackman raved, "She's amazing." So that quote from Hugh Jackman kind of says nothing, right? It literally just says he's a fan of her work. I mean, if you want to look into it and look further in and go like, oh, it means he loves her. Sure. It's not proof, but you could do that. They hit it off immediately after being cast in The Music Man. In 2022, Foster told Vogue Jackman had become one of her closest friends and noted that they even had family get-togethers. So that means, that is a quote from her. So that means that they were like mingling their families together. So if they are romantically involved now, it kind of really feels almost a little icky, honestly. It's like, oh, you introduced all your family, your kids, and now you're divorcing your spouse and getting together. I don't know. Again, we don't know what's true other than the actual facts that I stated. So again, according to this article, Furness, Deborah Lee Furness, now Hugh Jackman's ex, suspected nothing, even after watching her then husband and Foster kiss passionately on stage night after night. I'm going to stop here and say, if you're an actor, you kiss people. You kiss other actors. It's just part of the job. If you have a problem with your significant other being an actor and having to kiss another actor for a job, I got some news for you. It's kind of is what it is. It's a job. Being an actor is a job. I mean, have romances, blossomed from those kinds of roles? Yes. But romances have also blossomed from other kinds of jobs that have nothing to do with acting and actually kissing someone. So if you have a problem with it, I feel like that's more of your insecurity than anything else, because it's just a job. Someone could fall in love, your partner could fall in love with someone else just as easily if they're not kissing them. So I personally don't see a reason to feel jealous or any kind of negative feelings towards your partner who happens to be an actor kissing a fellow actor for a job, for a scene. I don't see the reason in that. According to this article, whoever wrote it, they do have a problem with that. Now, this is a quote according to an industry source. Juicy. Deborah Lee was blindsided when she found out about the affair through the run of the show. Affair, it says. It was apparently Broadway's worst kept secret, and Deborah Lee was the last to know. Oh, he didn't own up to it, adds the industry source. It says, Us has learned that Jackman never came clean about the affair. But that tells me he's never admitted to having one. So, might mean that nothing happened. Just saying. Furness wanted to save the marriage, but Jackman's relationship with Foster continued. Who knows if that's true? We only know for sure that Hugh Jackman and Deborah Lee Furness are now not together anymore. We don't know why. That's their business. I mean, obviously, this kind of stuff can be very sensitive and hurtful, especially this next quote I'm going to read, because they obviously seemed like such a solid couple, especially what the article says, and according to an interview, Jackman once said, "I knew 2 weeks into meeting Deb that we were going to be together for the rest of our lives." I mean, of course, it's sad. You see a couple and you think they're in love and you think that they're perfect and that they're going to stay together forever, and they don't. Of course, that's sad. It doesn't mean he cheated on her. It's possible. I'm just saying, since everything is a rumor besides the actual facts, we can't say anything for sure. But it is fun to talk about what's going through the news outlets. So, other than, Hugh Jackman and Deborah Lee Furness's relationship, obviously Sutton Foster and her husband, Ted Griffin, apparently weren't doing well either. Again, we don't know it's because of the affair. Who knows? But a source from the theater world, Sutton has told people on Broadway about the relationship. Everyone there has known about this for a long time. Oh, and this is where it says a resident in Sutton's NYC building has told other neighbors they've seen Jackman, who also lives in the city, coming in and out. I love it. A resident in Sutton's NYC building has told other neighbors they've seen. So now it's not even like a first party or secondary source. It's like all the way, it's like third, it's like tertiary. We're all the way over here now. Like suddenly it's like a neighbor is telling other neighbors that this is what I mean by we don't know what's true. It's definitely interesting. It's, you can't say any of this is 100% true. Because so much of it is so much speculation. It really is. The one thing that is kind of interesting that I don't know is true, there might be a way to confirm it, is that there was a gossip blogger on October 26th, so only a couple weeks ago, named Tasha Lustig, who spilled some major tea on Hugh Jackman and Sutton Foster on her Instagram account. The caption is, "Do y'all remember when I told you this man was up to no good?" And she pointed to a photo of the Music Man co-stars looking lovey-dovey on a red carpet. Lustig went on to say that Hugh Jackman had blindsided his wife by running off with the mistress, and that the Broadway stars were planning to soft launch their relationship publicly. Now, this is what's interesting about this post. This website, this article claims that Deborah Lee Furness, Hugh Jackman's now ex, liked that post from her private account, only visible to people she follows on the platform. I don't know how to prove this. Maybe they know that and that's why they can say that. There may be a way to prove it. I don't know for sure. But if that is true, that is interesting. That someone speculated that there was an affair going on, and allegedly Furness saw this and liked it, implying that it is in fact true. Now, is that actual evidence? I don't think so. I don't think that's enough to consider it evidence. There are certainly a lot of aspects of this that are a little fishy. It is 100% weird that the two of them starred together on Broadway, and then in the 2 years following that, both separated from their spouses, and now there's romance rumors. It's possible it's true. I'm not saying all of this is just stupid rumors. It's possible it's true. I mean, the timelines do add up. I mean, I personally went into both of their Instagrams, and neither of them have posted anything about each other. I don't even think they really like each other's Instagram posts. Like, I didn't see that. I looked and I didn't see them liking each other's Instagram posts. I mean, they have pictures of each other from when they did The Music Man, but there's nothing else on their Instagram to allude to any kind of relationship between them, romantic or not. So who's to say? I think this needs to be waited out. I don't have a solid opinion here. I think that all you can trust really are the facts. And here are the facts of this entire situation. Hugh Jackman is divorcing his wife. Sutton Foster is divorcing her husband. And the two of them starred in The Music Man together. That's pretty much it. Other than the fact that the two of them have in interviews praised each other's acting abilities. I mean, every actor does that, whether they feel something romantic for someone or not. If another actor likes some other actor's work, they praise it in interviews when they're working together, or it comes up at some point. Like, that's not unusual. That doesn't scream affair to me personally. I think that most of the rumor is obviously based on what in this article says are sources. Sources, that it means nothing. How reliable is that? You tell me sources claim this. It's like, okay, what sources? Who told you that? Because my favorite part of this article is a neighbor is a resident of her building. So not even necessarily her neighbor, like not even someone she knows. A resident of her apartment building told other neighbors that they saw Hugh Jackman going in and out of the building. That is the funniest piece of evidence I've ever heard in my life. It sounds made up, honestly. It really does. And I don't want to diminish anyone's feelings here, because if it turns out they were having an affair and are still together and, you know, they actually did cheat on their spouses, I can't even imagine what their now exes are feeling, because it's one thing to be insecure and be afraid that your spouse will leave you or fall in love with someone else, but it's another thing to also have it happen so publicly. So for their sakes, for the now exes, I honestly hope it's not true. I hope that if there is a romance, that it's actually something that just happened recently and had nothing to do with them being married and being together. It happened like they decided to get divorced and then they got together. Like, if there is a romance, I hope that's the case for Deborah Lee Furness and for Ted Griffin, because it's bad enough to have it happen, because no one wants to be cheated on, obviously, and it's hard enough to try to make it through something like that, and then to have to deal with it so publicly, knowing everyone knows your business. I hope it's true. I hope it's not true for their sake. But who knows? That's the tea, and that sounded so weird coming out of my mouth. I am technically of the Gen Z generation, and that sounded so crazy coming out of my mouth. Don't know how I feel about that. But that's that. If you like this video, please like it and subscribe to my channel. Go ahead and comment if you have any other juicy details or rumors that we can talk about. I intend to make more videos like this because I don't want to disparage any celebrities and truly expose their personal lives. I think one fun thing from this can be about hearing gossip, because a lot of people like to hear gossip. But I also want to make sure we all understand that we don't know these people personally, and we don't know for sure anything that goes on in their lives. So we cannot make these rash judgments and say that this is exactly what happened, because we don't know. So as fun as it is to speculate and gossip, we also need to make sure that we're not actually spreading harmful things. There needs to be a balance. Have a little bit of a balance in your life. That's all I'm saying. So thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe to my channel. I would love to have more subscribers and make this more of a thing. I post every week on Friday, and my content kind of varies, so maybe you like this kind of content I make, or maybe you like some of my other stuff, or all of it. That would be great. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next week.